Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. Hey guys, so I got this. My niece got me this beanie that lights up for the holidays, and because I wear beanies a lot because I don't have any hair, and my head gets cold. But look at this. So it has this, which is like police, looks like a police officer, at least in the U.S. So it's kind of crazy. If I wear this at night in the dark, somebody might think I'm a cop. But anyway, so they have these holiday bots on chess.com right now. And I thought I had cleared them all up until Dash with 3 stars, but actually I didn't because I think I was playing as black because I was trying to learn the Carocon. I think you have to play as random to clear them as 3 stars. So when I when I woke up today, I had to clear Powder, Eve, and then I cleared Dash, and he took a lot of games, and finally I beat him with like an epic 70 move game, which I'm not going to post, I don't think, because it'll be too long a video. Maybe I will, but so he's a 1500 bot who's a reindeer. But then Holly. So the game after I beat Dash, literally the game after, I took on Holly, and she's undefeated at the North Pole Chess Club. She's a master on her way to a master 2100 rating. I beat her the first time I played her, and I'm an 850 player. I mean, I think I'm more like 1,000 player or 900, but I haven't played. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not there on the ratings on chess.com yet. Just really got heavily into chess last couple months. So I beat her on the first time. So let's go over the game, and I'll show you the analysis and whatnot because it was not considered a stellar game by the computer. But so she started with the queen pawn, the d4, and I'm doing what it's sort of like the Carocon, but it's technically not because I think the Carocon is for when this pawn comes out. But this is what I've been trying to work on defense. So she brought that, and one of the things with this is you want to pin that horse right away, generally with these kind of defenses. Now, so she took, I took. This is what they call the exchange variation, sort of, where each ends up like that. So she brought out the bishop. I brought out my knight, so we're both on that. She's got 2 on that, and the queen, but I just brought it out anyway. Okay, so she brought the knight forward. Then the computer's been doing this a lot when I've been playing it. When you pin it, and this is this is my biggest blunder of the game and one of her 2 big blunders of the game. Now there are a lot more blunders listed by the analysis, but anyway. So I hung the knight. I know that this protects it, or withdrawing protects it. Generally, I wouldn't move the pawn out, but I might have done that, or I might have withdrawn it, but I missed it. So I just started developing there, wanting to bring out the dark bishop and then the knight onto that square. Well, she hung it. I thought at the time I was like, I mean, she missed it. I thought at the time maybe she had some more advanced strategy that she was going to pin, kind of like trap it within a couple moves, but she just didn't. So she started bringing her queen out to the queen side, and then I quickly was like, I got to move that thing. So I blocked in my development there. I think I was trying to protect that, but also, you know, when you do bring the knight to either E or D7 with the other knight, see how they connect? Connected knights are very hard to get rid of. They can be, and I know this from playing the computer at the high levels. Okay, I'm not going to go every move, but she booted the white bishop back to this corner. She hasn't castled. I haven't castled. I'm trapped. I can't even get this dark bishop out at this point. I brought this one out here. She's coming in this way, and I could almost looks like I could get a smothered mate here. I'm so undeveloped. She brought the light bishop onto the diagonal. I retreated this one to here because I have nowhere to go with the dark bishop. This knight can't go there. I didn't really want to withdraw it all the way there. So the dark bishop can't develop unless I can get this pawn forward. And I said, let me try that. Let me try bringing back the light one to there, and then I can do it. And she's not really threatening anything yet on this side. And one thing I've mentioned in several of these videos is if you delay castling, sometimes it does seem like it messes up the bots a little bit. So she finally did castle up there. I cleared out some space. She brought her rooks over. I got my dark bishop out. So both of mine are on this kind of nice corner squares, but they're not really facing her king. She brought the pawn forward. I brought the bishop out one. Possibly just offer an exchange there. She took, I took. Now immediately you got to notice that this, when they castle, because the computer does this to you and good players do this to you, when you castle, your rook is no longer protecting, so this file becomes open and becomes an immediate target. So I said, okay, I saw that. That's actually I think why I might have moved it out. So I got this right now. I'm like, at least I got this going for me. But anyway, so she took the pawn. I brought out the bishop to exchange. Now she decided to exchange her knight for my bishop, for the light bishop. So there's a lot of then we did exchange bishops. So a lot of pieces just went off the board there pretty quick. She's got both my bishops. I've got a bishop and a knight, and she's got a one pawn advantage. She's fairly ahead on the computer. I got my rook up to here. This whole area is empty. I haven't castled. She brings the pawn. I just move it up one. Normally the computer seems like it always has a bishop over here somewhere. So I think getting rid of one of her bishops was key also. She brings down the queen, which I think would be targeting this. But at this point, okay, so at this point, I said, well, I can't castle. I think I'm going to go for moving the queen here and moving the rook, possibly, to try to checkmate her. And I was debating on which square to move the king, and I moved to this one, which actually I think in some ways turned out better. But so I went ahead and preemptively moved the king. That put her way ahead. So that gave up that pawn for free. That put me in check, so I withdrew the king back to where it came from. She brought down her knight. I brought over the rook to threaten the queen. She withdrew the queen. I brought the king back out to where I'm wanting it to go. To clear up this back row. She brought down her rook. I brought over my queen. If you can start to see what my plan here is. Now in real life, I think a real 2100 would not have blundered what eventually occurs, but because they would have been like, well, this is pretty obvious what this person's trying to do. And the point is like, here, take. But if I have this there too, this is sort of my, last ditch or my crazy attempt to get her. She lined up the rooks on the C file. I went ahead and brought the queen up one. So a lot of little mini moves have gone on here with this. Because I said, well, if I get that there. So now she came in and I gave up the knight. But instead of recapturing the knight, I went ahead and just moved my piece in. She's got mate in 4 now. She checked. Now right here, yeah, I had to move here. I mean, either here or here, because this knight has check on d6. I moved it back to where it came from. She has mate in 3, and that was her giant blunder. The mate in 3, the only mate in 3, as you can see here, was actually a queen sacrifice. And I'm sure good players could see this. This is like a puzzle. Queen to there, knight takes, rook takes, queen withdraws. I guess it doesn't matter where. And then that's checkmate because can't move there because of the knight. So here she had me mate in 3. but she missed the queen sacrifice. She brought it this way, and that gave me just enough time. And actually, I was trying to figure out if I was checkmated here on the next turn. I thought I might be checkmated here, but I did know that I had this bottom row protected. So her doing that gave me enough time for 1, 2, 3 checkmate on turn 29. Insane against the 2100 bot. And if you look at the and she said, "I've never lost before. You must be a very special player." Thank you, Mrs. Claus, or Holly is her name. And then when I did the game review, it came back pretty horrendous for both of us. They had me with a 52% accuracy, but 1 brilliant move and 1 great move. 6 blunders. They had her with 6 blunders, 1 brilliant, 0 brilliant, 1 great.